Hey guys, Jeff here, and today I'm going to do a review on the Synco G2 wireless mic set. So yeah, this is the Synco G2 wireless mic setup. I got the one that's clipped on my belt. You get two transmitters, and then the receiver right here is actually on top of my A7 IV that I'm filming with right now. You have the option of putting a little dead cat on top and wearing it kind of like the DJI mics, but I like using lap mics. That's how I started. You just run them underneath your clothing. They look nice. You don't have this big chunking thing hanging off, including the dead cat. I've been really happy with this setup. It even comes with this USB-C charger, so you can charge all the bits. So now I'm going to zoom my camera out, and we're going to see what kind of clean audio I can get as I walk out to that little finger, I don't know what you would call that. So we're first going to test the range. I'm going to zoom out to that point right around there and just walk and talk. So here we go. The one key thing that I have learned about these guys is they clip onto your belt very easily. So you can move them around if necessary, because the point of least resistance is them having nothing in between. So if my body's in between this and the receiver, that's going to cause a little interference. So I'm going to walk backwards just so I can try to stay in frame, and then I might turn the mic around on my back. So here we go. All right, walking backwards. Don't trip. That'd be so embarrassing if I tripped. Let's see here. I have the dead cat on a lapel mic that's plugged into the wireless system. How do I sound? Pretty good? Good enough? Well, as it is my only wireless mic setup, I'm pretty happy with it. You can choose between mono and stereo for both of the transmitters. Excuse me. And you can put them both on mono or stereo, so you could have like a left, you could have noise going on the left and some noise going on the right. Now I'm going to turn around with the mic facing forward on me. All right, now how do I sound? Remember, at this point, I am about probably 75 feet away from my camera, and I have the mic, or the signal, going through my body. Now let's see how well that does. Now I'm turning around again. Now we have a clear line between the receiver and the transmitter. And there's this really obnoxious helicopter that just does circles all around right up there. Yeah, I see you. Anyways, I'm gonna walk back now. Let's see how it does when it comes to external noises, like that helicopter. All right, well, how did that sound? I hope it sounded pretty groovy. But anyways, you can do mono or stereo. So say you're doing it in mono, but you're using both transmitters. You put one on one person, one on the other, and you put the receiver on the camera. Now you can interview people. you can straight up literally take yours, put the little dead cat thing on top of it. In fact, I'm tempted to show you. It doesn't clip in really easily. So we'll just pretend the dead cat is on there. And just go up. So, blah, blah, blah. You've just won 1 million cars. How do you feel? And then they can say whatever they want. So there's a lot of possibilities with this Synco G2 mic set. I bought this with my own money. I did not get it sent by Synco. This is just something that I found that I needed in my workflow, and I'm super happy with it. But with all that said, you get some other little bits in here. You get another lap mic and a cord to either go into a camera, and then a cord to go into like a computer or smartphone. Let's do one more range test and see how that works. So I'm gonna clip this guy back onto my belt. I'm gonna walk right there. So I'm gonna walk to that bush right over there. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm looking at. It's gonna be, yeah, pretty much there. So one last time, we're going to test the range and see if any interference happens. This time I'm going to wear the transmitter on the front of my belt, and I'm not gonna move it. And we're gonna see how long it takes for any kind of breakup or anything like that. We are lucky that there's not a lot of interference around here, but this is California. Anyways, here we go. All right. So we are walking away from my gear. Really hope my gear is there, ready to sprint right back. So, yeah, I picked up the Synco wireless G2 model. They have a cheaper version, but I would definitely spring the extra $50 for the G2. It's newer. It actually does have a screen. It's hard to see in daylight, but still there's a screen on it. So I'm gonna turn around. Can you hear me better now? Can you hear me better now? I'm not gonna do the T-Mobile or whatever joke. All right, I'm turning around again. Transmitter is facing away from the camera and the receiver. Okay, let's see here. I've used this a couple times actually as a regular mic setup just because it's so much smaller than a shotgun mic, especially like on a gimbal. It totally works out great. All right, so I think this is the plant that I pointed it at. I'm probably wrong. So, can you hear me now? I did it. I told myself I wouldn't do it, but I did it. I did the can you hear me now guy thing. Oh God. So can you hear the music over there? Can you hear the music? Or is the microphone pretty much isolating to my voice? Still walking, still walking, still walking. Christopher Walken. Christopher Walken. Walking Phoenix. Christopher Walken, Walking Phoenix. Anyways, I'm just trying to say things to test the microphone out. But anyways, yeah, I'm about, I don't know, what, 25 feet away from the camera now? Just go straight through. Put this back to 28. So how was that? I hope that I was pretty much in range the whole time. I'll have to go back and look at this. But either way, if range was a problem, especially once I got further out there, I could choose to just take this off my belt and put it on the back of my belt. You know, that's what's so great about it, is I can move it around. You know, it doesn't have to stay in the same place. The microphone is staying in the same place, but this guy can be moved all around 160 degrees around my belt. So that's pretty much my review on the Synco Wireless G2. It's a great buy. I got mine when it was on sale on Amazon. I think they're probably around, you know, 150, 200 bucks now retail. You can't go wrong with it unless you need really, really professional audio. And then at that point, you're probably using boom mics, shotgun mics for run and gun, which I have one of those now. I actually picked up the Rode Go 2, and I'm super stoked on that thing. But I honestly find myself using these more because of the flexibility. For another practical application would be to do a walkthrough of a house, put one on the realtor, and have her basically show you around the house with you on your camera. So that's a practical application for one of these guys. And it doesn't need to be DJI quality, because you're only going to be within, you know, what, 20 feet of the woman, you know, and less, because she's going to be in the shot. But it's a lot better than having a bunch of wires hanging out. Because believe me, I have a lot of lapel mics, and sometimes wired is the way to go. I have splitters and stuff for dual lapel mics. Sometimes, you know, you get better sound that way, if there's interference or whatever. Anyways, this is the Synco G2 wireless mic set, and I am super stoked on it. It comes with me everywhere I go, my camera bag, and can clip onto a hot shoe, which it's on right now, or your belt. In fact, I can clip this one right here. It's kind of silly. So in theory, I could get sound from at the camera source and me out there. So if somebody wanted to commentate from the camera because they're filming me, and then have my vocals, or my speech, talking, whatever noise come through, they'd both get mixed into the same channel if you so choose to set it up that way. I could be left side, the other person could be right side. The possibilities with this guy, there's quite a lot. I've been using this now for about 9 months, and I am super happy that I kept it. That about wraps up my review on the Synco Wireless G2 mic set. This is where I say, if you have gained any insight, knowledge, enjoyment out of this video, please give me a like, a subscription, or smash that like, whatever you guys call it. It's a small click for you, a huge click for me. It helps me out a lot, gives me the motivation to continue to make these videos. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.